That's right. DJ Carrington got flattened when coming up against the Minnesota Lynx.
It's fair to say Caitlyn got her payback while sitting at home and watching the WNBA viewership drastically flop.
Racism has been impacting the WNBA well before this year. This is not a new thing. Sure. This is, and in that way, I do think Caitlyn's being used as a pawn. Caitlyn didn't bring racism to the WNBA. This has been happening, and that, I think, is what's been such a shock for all of us.
DJ Carrington not only poked Caitlyn the other day, but she also flopped to the floor acting like Caitlyn had punched her.
Carrington tried to make out that Caitlyn had seriously hurt her.
But it's all came running up on her now. That Lynx game made her mad. She was complaining to the refs about the decision. This is what Caitlyn has to go through every game DJ. After the game, DJ said she didn't mean the foul. Even after clips were shown of her intentionally poking Caitlyn and also laughing with her teammates about the situation. Rests up. She gets to watch the WNBA crumble right in front of her. The viewership has plummeted with fans refusing to watch, and Caitlyn is off to Europe. Could she potentially look for a move into the Euro? Carrington has always been a fierce competitor on the basketball court, but there's a fine line between intensity and unsportsmanlike behavior. Carrington, known for her physical play, has had a career marked by her tenacity and aggression. Her latest actions, particularly the eye poke incident with Caitlin Clark, have forced the spotlight on her in a different light. Could DJ Carrington's fall on the court be the result of karma? After her controversial poke to Caitlin Clark?
We don't want fans that are going to degrade us and call us names. I mean, we already see what's happening in the world. Something needs to be done, whether it's, them checking their fans or this league checking. There's no time for it anymore.
The poke to Caitlin Clark's eye wasn't the first time Carrington's aggressive tactics have raised eyebrows. Throughout her career, she's been involved in several incidents where her physicality crossed the line, leading to confrontations with other players and even referees. This time, however, the stakes were much higher. Caitlin Clark is not just another player, she's the face of women's basketball, and when Carrington poked her in the eye during one of the most crucial games of the season, it wasn't just Clark who felt the impact. The entire sports world was watching, and the fallout was immediate.
Caitlin Clark get poked in the eye. Caitlin said in media after that, that was accidental, that was unintentional, but we saw reporters gaslighting that situation, trying to make more of it, speaking to amplifying the wrong narratives. As a result of that, Djonai Carrington posted getting threats based off of an incident that Caitlin Clark said this was a basketball type of thing. I pushed through, we played a game, she played a good game after that. So she minimized it, tried to erase it, and tried to send a message like, y'all, there's nothing here. That was one incident.
Caitlin Clark is not just a basketball player, she's a phenomenon. From a young age, Clark was destined for greatness. Her incredible talent on the court has made her a household name, and her meteoric rise to stardom has captivated fans across the world. But Clark's journey hasn't been without its challenges. She's had to fight for every opportunity. And her path to the WNBA has been marked by hard work, determination, and an unwavering belief in her abilities.
I get sad when I talk about this a little bit in that we're still not talking about basketball.
No.
We're still not allowed to be focused on for our basketball play.
But despite her individual success, Clark has always been a team player. She cares deeply about her teammates and her fans, and she's never let the spotlight affect her work ethic. Even as the media began to hail her as the future of women's basketball, Clark remained focused on her game, always striving to improve and elevate those around her.
My WNBA Player of the Week. Surprise, surprise. Indiana Fever rookie sensation, Caitlin Clark. It's nothing really to say other than that. She's winning Rookie of the Year. She's a top candidate for League MVP, honest. She ain't beating Angel Wilson for the MVP, but she's beating Angel Reese for Rookie of the Year. That's a wrap. That's over. And props to Angel Reese, who's had a good year, by the way.
That's what made the eye poke incident with Djonai Carrington so frustrating for her fans. Clark had done everything right. She had put in the work, led her team to the playoffs, and was on the verge of cementing her legacy. But in one moment, everything changed. The poke to her eye not only affected her physically, but it also changed the course of the game. Clark's vision was compromised, and though she fought through the injury, it was clear that she wasn't playing at 100%. This moment became a defining one in Clark's career, not because of her performance, but because of the way she handled the adversity. Even after the game, when the controversy surrounding the eye poke exploded, Clark refused to play the victim. She didn't lash out at Carrington or blame her for the loss. Instead, she focused on recovery and getting back on the court, showing once again why she's a true leader and a role model for young athletes everywhere.
Yeah, obviously got me pretty good in the eye. I don't think it affected me. Honestly, I felt like I got good shots. They just didn't go down, and obviously a tough time for that to happen. I got some really good looks. I felt I had pretty wide open threes in the first half that you usually make. So that's tough, but I felt like I battled and tried my best. Took care of the ball better than I used.
She had worked tirelessly to get her team to the playoffs, only to have her season derailed by an avoidable injury. But beyond the physical pain, there's the emotional weight of feeling like you've let your team down. Even though no one blames Clark for the loss, it's likely that she carries that burden with her. Athletes at Clark's level are their own harshest critics, and the pressure to perform at an elite level, even when injured, is immense. The Caitlin Clark and Djonai Carrington incident has exposed some of the larger issues facing the WNBA as a whole. While the league has made significant strides in recent years, growing its fan base and increasing its visibility, it's clear that there are still many challenges to overcome. One of the most glaring issues is the league's inability to properly promote its star players. Caitlin Clark is a once-in-a-generation talent, and yet the WNBA has failed to fully capitalize on her star power despite her incredible performances on the court. The league hasn't done enough to market her to a broader audience. This isn't just a missed opportunity for the league, it's a missed opportunity for the sport as a whole.
I would have loved to have been valued as a basketball player. I would have been loved to have been spoken about just for my play. I think everybody in the league can say that. But nobody ever let us do that. So what happened? We started to build a backbone.
The WNBA has long struggled to gain the same level of attention and respect as its male counterpart, the NBA. Part of this is due to the structural challenges the league faces, including lower salaries, smaller marketing budgets, and less media coverage.